CompTIA A Core 2 Complete Training Course. Exam Objective 4.2 Explain Basic Change Management Best Practices. Change management is a structured approach through which changes are implemented within an organization. In the IT world, change is inevitable, whether it's a system upgrade, a new process, or addressing unforeseen issues. By utilizing change management, organizations can minimize risks, ensure resources are properly allocated, and keep everyone on the same page. At the core of each change lies the change request form, a pivotal document that acts as both a blueprint and a communication tool for the entire change process. This formal document captures the essence of the proposed change, answering critical questions about its necessity, objectives, and implementation plan. Whether the change is prompted by the need to resolve a pressing issue, enhance existing capabilities, or align with evolving business requirements, the change request form ensures that every detail is documented and considered. One of the first components presented in the form is the purpose of the change, which addresses the question, why? This section provides the justification for the effort, explaining the specific problem the change seeks to solve or the opportunity it aims to seize. A well-articulated purpose not only highlights the change's importance, but also helps stakeholders understand its value and relevance. The next component we will discuss is the scope of the change, which defines the what. This section covers the extent of the change, detailing the specific systems, applications, or processes it will impact. By outlining the boundaries of the change, the scope ensures that teams can accurately assess its feasibility and prepare for its implications. It also helps avoid misunderstandings by clearly defining what is included, and what is not, in the proposed effort. A comprehensive scope keeps the project focused, avoids scope creep, and ensures resources are effectively allocated to the areas where they are needed most. Together, the purpose and scope form the foundation of a well-structured change request, paving the way for thoughtful planning and execution. Once the purpose and scope of a change are clearly defined, the next critical step is to perform a risk analysis. This step ensures teams aren't blindsided by potential issues during implementation. Risk analysis is about more than just identifying challenges, it's about understanding them and proactively creating a plan to address them. Key considerations include whether the change could disrupt vital business operations, if it relies on other systems that might fail, or if there's a likelihood of user error or unforeseen technical glitches. Additionally, by assigning risk levels, low, medium, or high, teams can prioritize actions to mitigate these issues. Risk analysis gives the change process its armor, equipping the team to handle challenges effectively before they become problems. Even with the best preparation, not every change goes as planned, which is why a robust rollback plan is indispensable. Where risk analysis prepares for potential problems, the rollback plan ensures there's a clear path to recovery if something goes wrong. This safety net is meticulously detailed, outlining the exact actions required to undo the change and restore systems to their previous state. A well-crafted rollback plan doesn't just address the technical steps to be taken, but also identifies the specific conditions under which a rollback should be initiated. It designates responsibilities among team members and includes post-rollback testing to confirm stability. Think of it as the life raft of change management, rarely used, but always essential. A thorough rollback plan allows teams to move forward with confidence, knowing they have a reliable way to recover if things don't go as expected. Once a change request form is prepared, it enters the critical review stage, where it is assessed by the Change Advisory Board. The Change Advisory Board is a dedicated team of stakeholders and decision-makers who serve as the gatekeepers of the change management process. Their primary responsibility is to ensure that the proposed change aligns with organizational goals, adheres to established policies, and minimizes risks or disruptions. This step is essential for maintaining control over changes and preventing unnecessary or poorly planned changes from being implemented. If approved, the change moves forward to Sandbox testing, a critical phase in the change management process where the proposed modifications are evaluated in a controlled, isolated environment. A sandbox is essentially a replica of the live system, but without any connection to production environments or end-user operations. This separation ensures that testing can be conducted safely, with zero risk to active business processes or live data. The primary goal of sandbox testing is to identify potential problems, validate functionality, and assess the change's impact before it is implemented in the production environment. In this phase, IT teams can thoroughly evaluate the proposed change under real-world conditions, running simulations, stress tests, and compatibility checks to ensure everything works as expected. When the testing phase is completed, the change moves into the implementation phase, where the approved modifications are applied to the live environment. In this stage, timing is crucial. The date and time of the change are strategically chosen, often during off-peak hours, to minimize disruption and ensure a smooth rollout. A designated staff member is often appointed to oversee the implementation process, ensuring every step is carefully executed and documented. This documentation includes the precise timing of change-related actions and any challenges encountered, promoting transparency and creating a valuable reference for future changes. After implementation, the spotlight shifts to the end user, as their experience ultimately determines the success of the change. End-user acceptance involves thoroughly verifying that the change works as intended in the live environment and meets all the outlined objectives. This step ensures that the change integrates seamlessly into daily operations and delivers its intended value without disrupting workflows. A key part of this process is gathering feedback from users to confirm that the new system, feature, or process operates smoothly and aligns with their needs. If issues arise, such as unexpected behavior, performance concerns, or usability challenges, these can be addressed promptly to avoid long-term disruptions. Providing training or support during this phase is equally critical, especially if the change introduces new tools, interfaces, or processes. Training sessions, documentation, or one-on-one guidance can help users understand and adopt the change with confidence. Finally, it never hurts to conclude your change process by documenting lessons learned. This step involves reflecting on what worked well, identifying what didn't go as planned, and determining how similar changes can be improved in the future. These insights are invaluable for strengthening future projects, enhancing processes, and reducing the likelihood of repeating a mistake. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more great content.